Hello and welcome to the Ski Summit Real Estate Show number 83. We are cranking along. Today we are going to share some news about the Department of Justice and what they're doing with the real estate commissions, what that might mean for you. We're going to take a look at some local events, things happening in Summit County, and then also what are some hot new listings. So I got my co-partner, co-agent here, Benji. Benji does. Hello, partner in crime.
Hello.
How you doing today, Benji?
It is hot in Arizona. 117 yesterday.
I think one's $1.17.
That's what my car said. My car's a notorious liar, though. So,
well, I think when it gets above 100, it has every right to lie to you.
Yeah, probably. It's just like, it's like 112, 103.
Good morning, Benji. It is freaking hot.
Yeah. Well, the sweat doesn't stop, and it's painful.
Oh my gosh. Well, we might hit 80 today, so I can feel your pain.
You poor thing. Well, I hope you survive.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. So, but all the rain we've had and all the nice weather we've had has made for some really nice wildflowers. So if you haven't gotten out there and checked out the wildflowers, this is an excellent time of the year to do it, and they are beautiful. So
I heard you say wildfires.
Wildfires. We got some smoke in the area right now, actually.
We don't want none of that.
Yeah, apparently it's coming from Canada. It's not around here, but there is a little bit of smoke in the air. So,
oh man,
I don't know what the air quality level is, but getting the sinuses a little bit. So, you know, life's not all columbines and bluebells here.
Okay,
those are flowers. Those are flowers.
I know a different columbine. Sorry.
In case you're wondering, those are flowers.
All right.
Yes. What do we got on the lineup today, Benji?
We can start with what's going on next to you. I've got 2 items there, and then there's real estate news. It seems pretty heavy.
Yeah, let's start with what's happening. Let's start with
all right.
So
the first thing that I've got going on this weekend, I think it's this weekend, is the summer music series at the Breck Distillery. That's this thing here. I'm not sure exactly. It says Airport Road. Do you guys have an airport?
We used to. It's full of, it's more of a parking lot now, but it was an airport out there. We had one at one point. So it was just a dirt gravel runway. So, but the Breckenridge Distillery is out on Airport Road. Yes, just north of town. And they're doing some kind of a music series this summer. So, cool place to go hang out. It's got a really cool ambiance inside. It's they do their bourbons and their whiskeys. If you're into bourbon and whiskey, it's actually pretty dang good stuff.
And it looks like they have lots of stuff coming up on the 28th and the 3rd, and then there's even more. So it looks like if you're into music and you like bourbon.
If you like bourbon and you like music, if you like alcohol,
you like talking about me like I'm not here.
I'm right here. So that one's happening on the 28th. So that's coming up here real soon. And did say who is on the 28th?
It says the 28th is no, they all just say the same thing. What is this one?
All right.
I'll go back here. There's a 28th and a 28th. So there's like 2 of them. I don't know why they did that. The one that has 205, it doesn't say. Join us for live music. Bands are subject to change. And then here, 28th, Blue River Grass, New Arkansas.
Blue River Grass. Okay, so I'm gonna like read into that and say they're a bluegrass band.
Man, I hope so. If they're like techno, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. No, yeah, that would throw some folks off. So I'm gonna go with bluegrass on that one.
All right. So bluegrass and bourbon this weekend. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I'd go to that. So what else?
Next thing is the River Run Art Festival. Have you ever been to that?
Yeah. They got art at the River Run.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a gander here. It's been a while, but I've been to a number of the art festivals that they have around here. There was one over in Dillon this last Sunday. I'm guessing it's a lot of the same vendors or same artists, but it was really cool. They had some really cool local stuff and a lot of just local themed stuff. So it's gorgeous looking art. So
very cool.
Yeah, my mom was an artist, but I didn't ever get that art.
What did mom make?
Art.
Art? Was she a painter?
She painted, she sketched, she taught art. She taught
Uh-huh.
art at the CMC in Breckenridge, the Colorado Mountain College in Breckenridge.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
What was her
back in the
subject? Did she like landscapes or people, or did she do everything?
people, lots of naked people.
Hey, that's what I do too.
Really?
Yeah, life drawing. I'm really good at life drawing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
New drawing class.
I should draw you on the show one day.
I'll take a rain check.
Okay. I'll just make you look goofy for fun.
I gotta get to the gym first.
Oh, okay. Well, I can draw you, boo. Yeah, there you go, boy.
Yeah, just give me some big muscles.
Yeah. That's all I've got for those. And now is real estate news. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, what do we got? This is all
right.
kind of fun, controversial, interesting stuff to talk about right now.
Yeah, it looks like the DOJ has a new target, and that's going to be buyer agents. What the heck does this mean?
Yeah, they're targeting on buyers agents right now, and I don't know if it's it's as a realtor, it's like I need to take off my real estate hat and just kind of set that aside because of course it's like when you take pride in your job and what you do, and it's like you're out there every day and you're working 7 days a week and you answer your phone whenever and you go and then somebody says we're going to target you because we think you make too much and and you're like, well, I'm putting food on the table and putting my kids through college. But it's like that's beside the point, because what they're really looking at here is the ability for buyers to negotiate with their real estate agent who's representing them. So from that standpoint, it's like, okay, that makes sense. It's like if you're going to go to the table and represent somebody, and they should have the opportunity to determine whether what you're charging is worth what is the value there. So that I understand. That makes sense. The how much it's going to actually lower real estate prices, I mean, is a 0.5% of a commission or 1% of a commission really going to put a dent in the cost of homes when we saw prices double in 2 years? Not really. So, but if it makes people feel better about being able to negotiate the value of their real estate agent, then more power to them. But it's certainly it comes at a very interesting time. I want to actually run this little video that this Chicago real estate mogul did, and it brings up some interesting talking points.
All right, let me find that real quick. Here it is.
Yeah, this guy is just. Oh.
Let me know if you can hear this real quick.
My words in August.
Did that come over? Okay, let me rewind it. I'll make it big and then I'll hit play.
My words in August is market is going to crash. People are such prisoners of the moment these days, right? We're very knee-jerk reaction. People forget about end of 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. Okay, every single person that you knew had their house on the market and couldn't sell. So you're going to tell me that everybody's going to offer zero, because we're coming into a shift. Like it hasn't been this easy to sell real estate in like certain parts of the state for a very long time. Generally speaking, like history repeats itself. It's the oldest saying in the world. Like it's going to happen again. And when a property sits for 150 days, and then your neighbor comes up and it's like, you know what? He's been sitting for 150 days. I'm going to undercut him by $25,000, and I'm going to offer 3%. You think that's not going to happen? If you think that's not going to happen, you're nuts. Because right now, everybody's only looking at the fact that every house sells in one day. And I love that this is passing on August 17th, because there's this little event happening called the presidential election. It's going to be the bloodiest election in the history of our country, and people are going to be scared shitless to spend their money. And at the same time, you're not going to offer 0% when the market's going to take a nosedive. Mark my words, in August, this market's going to crash. And you're going to then offer 0%, so at the same time, it's going to only make our case even better, because people are like, nothing's selling anymore right now. That's what I think is going to happen.
So, a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
And I think he is talking about Chicago, right? He's not talking about everything.
Yeah, and I mean that's the area he's familiar with.
Okay.
And is our market going to crash come August 15th because the rules change as far as how realtors are paid? I don't necessarily think that's going to be the case. I do, however, think that we are in a difficult market for sellers right now. So we have a lot of properties on the market. So he's absolutely right. I mean, that applies to a lot of areas of the country and no exception to where we are. So we have a lot of properties that are on the market and buyers are kind of patient and I don't want to say picky, but it's like they have a lot more to choose from. And so they're just kind of waiting right now. I hear a lot of buyers saying prices are too high, prices are too high. Well, they were saying that 2 years ago, and then we saw it continue to climb. I don't know that that's going to be the case right now. Interest rates are still high. We got the election. Interest rates come down, in any significant amount, it's going to change it completely because there's a lot of buyers out there. But things stay the same. Now you throw in this piece where sellers are, getting the message that they don't have to pay a buyer's agent fee. They don't have to include that in the sales price. We're going to see people that are cutting that out. And I think that it's really actually just going to hurt them when they're trying to sell their property. Because ultimately, what this new rule does is it says that you can't put the sales commission in the listing in the MLS, but it doesn't mean that an agent can't pick up the phone and call the other agent, the listing agent, and say, "Hey, are you offering a commission to the buyer's agent?" And if I'm working as a buyer's agent, well, I kind of want to get paid for my work and the representation of my client and the risk and everything that goes along with that. So that piece is going to be, I still need to get paid. So now I need to go to my buyer and say, hey, this seller isn't offering any compensation to me. I need you to pay it. And then that buyer's, the buyer's going to say, well, I'm already paying my closing costs. I'm already paying my loan costs. I'm paying my moving fee. I'm cashed out. Like I don't have the money to pay you. Sorry. And I don't work for free. So it's like next. I don't exactly know what the answer is going to be in those situations. It's yet to be determined. But ultimately, historically, the traditional way, the seller paid both agents commissions, their agent, the buyer's agent. It came out of the equity of the home of the sales price. They're the one that has the equity, the cash in most cases. Buyer doesn't necessarily always have that. I mean, we have more affluent buyers up here, so they probably might have that cash, but not everybody does. So it's going to be a really interesting shakeout. I think people are going. Unfortunately, some of those folks that can't afford to hire representation for a buyer's agent and pay directly out of pocket, they're just going to go straight to the listing agent. Well, guess who the listing agent works for? The seller.
Yeah.
They have a fiduciary responsibility to the seller. So the buyer is going to be in a position where they don't have representation. They're going into uncharted territories. They don't know what they're doing. So these are people that already are maybe, just normal people. And they're gonna be the ones that lose. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, that seems odd that they would. I don't know. The more I learn about this, it just seems sticky. Like it seems like there are people that have been taking advantage, but it's been a small percentage of people that are doing it.
Yeah.
And then everything else has just been the way it is. And now people think they're saving money, but what they're doing is losing help. They're losing support.
Yeah, I think the buyers that really need representation and really need help when they buy a house are not going to have it. They're not going to be able to afford it. And I think that the sellers that say, I'm not going to pay that, are going to essentially find themselves in a position where they might have buyers that say, well, we can't pursue your home. Right. So, I think people need to be very thoughtful about it when they go to list their property of, where they're going to position themselves in the market with that. That's all I have to say about that.
That's a big one. Well, now I've got the market update. Are you going to show us how scary the market is right now?
It's we've got definitely just that feeling of a lot of buyers that are watching what's going on. They're kind of waiting to see what's it going to do. And, they're maybe my thought is that maybe when we see people come out of the, I don't want to say closet, but out of the woodwork.
The closet's good.
Where are these buyers coming? Out of the trees. They're coming out of the forest.
There
These
you go.
buyers are coming out of the forest, out of the mountains, from the hills.
Okay.
And they're circling. They're watching. They're waiting. Their impression is things are just overpriced. They're just waiting. But once we start to see some momentum and we start to see buyers say, oh, that property we really like, that one went under contract. And oh, that one over here that we really like, that went under contract. Then we'll start to see some momentum build up, and that could really turn things for the market. But as of right now, everybody's just kind of doing the wait and see thing right now. And we're not getting a whole lot of movement. It's picking up a little bit. A couple new contracts here recently, personally, this past week. So we'll see if that changes much. Average days on market, 66 for Summit County right now. So we've certainly seen that climb. And then February, March, April, May, that's leveled off. Percent of list price, we're still kind of staying in that 97% of list price. Now this is a little bit of a confusing thing, because this isn't your original list price. This is maybe people have had price decreases in what they brought it down to before it actually sold. So 96.8% of list price. That wasn't like, well, back in February, we put it on the market for $2 million, and then we had to lower the price to $1.8 million, and then we got an offer that was 97% of that. That's kind of more what that is. So that can be a little bit confusing. And then here's a shows per pending. So if you're on the market right now and you've got somewhere in those 15 showings, and you haven't gotten an offer, that's where you want to look at it and say, okay, well, maybe there's something needs to change. And really, in real estate, you got three things. You got price, condition, and exposure. So if you're getting the showings, then your exposure is good. Your price is maybe at least in the ballpark, and you got to take a look at the condition of your own property. But if you got 15 showings, you're not getting offers, might be time to take a look at adjusting things, and it might be price.
That's interesting. I had not known about the showings figure. I didn't think it would be 15. I thought it'd be like a lot more than that. I don't know. It
all depends on the property, but these are just averages we're talking here. So every property is a little bit different.
That's cool. All right. We have, are we through with this part?
Yeah, we can move on. Moving on.
All right. Well, we've made it to the MLS part. We do. This took me back. I just pulled out the link and I'm like, what are these listings? All right. I'm going to show you what I've got here. So what I have first is a tiny house, it looks like.
Oh yeah, this was fun. I was listening to this whole thing. I like to listen to the Bigger Pockets podcast. It's fun podcasts they play, and they had a guy on there recently talking about tiny homes. So I was like, oh hey, we have a tiny home.
This is so crazy to me. Okay, so we've got two. Okay, I'm really interested to look at this guy. This is the first one, 195 Stargazing Circle in Fairplay. What a cute house.
Totally. I mean, it's just sometimes I think it's like, what would it be like to just pare down, simplify a ton, and have a little tiny home. So this is just over the pass from Breckenridge, 20-30 minutes from Breckenridge. And you get a little tiny home. So a little town of Fairplay, a little old mining town. But it's interesting. This is kind of a new little subdivision. I wonder if they're going to have a bunch of these tiny homes in there.
It looks like.
Well, those are all, so that's a different filing. Those are kind of all like mobile homes. But it looks like this is going to be an extension. Okay, so this is going to be an extension of that. I don't want to call it a mobile home park, but essentially they are.
That's how they've listed this.
Where was this one is like, I mean, this looks like it's, I don't know if it's on foundation or what.
See, it says mobile home, because I think that was the thing. You couldn't have a tiny home unless it was on a chassis.
Right. It doesn't qualify as a tiny home. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think, whether you be able to move it or not, this one's obviously fixed in place, but But I don't know. I mean, maybe there's going to be, especially up here with real estate being so expensive, just a trend toward this simple tiny home living.
And isn't this close to condo size anyways? Not trying to be that guy. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Pretty
you know, you do have a point. It's
and they're nice.
You know.
You can put the nicest things in a tiny home, just like a condo.
You could. You know, I might have to have a 1,500 square foot garage too, but
yeah, you might. Or this could be on top of the garage. I think that's a better time.
There you go. I do have to have a place to put like my bikes and skis and children.
Children. Yeah. What a cool little place.
Yeah, fun little pine. They got a little gas stove in there. I could do this.
There's a dishwasher too.
There you go. If you got a dishwasher in the tiny home, this has got everything you need.
It really does.
Yeah, can make it work. Not sure where my wife would live, but this looks like great for me.
Yeah. Coffee. Yeah, well, you could just drop one of these on the property.
I know. Yeah, and just bring it
Look
out.
at that.
Perfect
There's
little shower.
a full bathroom.
Yeah, this thing looks great.
I always sing like composting toilets in tiny houses. So this.
Oh,
is nice.
right. But this one, it looks like it's fully connected to sewer and water and all that stuff.
We're about to go upstairs. You ready?
Yeah, and a lot. Yeah, the stairs are where you store a lot of stuff. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. That'll work. You can even sit up in bed. You might.
Oh, look at that.
Do you go wood or carpet? Because you're going to be on your knees.
It's gonna be painful. Yeah, I would go carpet.
So
I don't care.
Go wood knee pads. You're going to have knee pads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would want carpet up there. Oh, look at that.
Something soft. I don't want rug burn.
Is that a
What is
hammock?
Trampoline? I don't know.
Hammock trampoline?
Yeah. Go with hammock.
I love this space. Look at all these little outdoor things.
So okay, so yeah, I gotta learn a little bit more about this because it looks like it's
Gamenskap.
I don't know what that means.
Gamenskap?
Gamenskap. Live different. Okay.
Yeah.
Do a little research on Gamenskap.
Well, that's a cool one. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, that's fun. I love the style. It's very Scandinavian looking.
Yeah, I think that's super cool.
Yeah, the zero overhang type of thing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Here's the next one. This is supposed to be a single family residence for $1,695,000. This is 212 Tenderfoot Street in Dillon, Colorado.
Yep, jumping up in price point a little bit. I love this area. This is like right in the heart of Dillon. Walk to the amphitheater, bike path, marina. It's a good spot right here.
Yep, there it is.
And then once you kind of just came off the hill there, so it flattens out. So this actually has a very nice, usable lot space.
What a pretty lot, too.
Isn't it? Yeah, they've done a good. When we get to the pictures, you'll see what a nice job they did with the landscaping and flowers and all that.
What is this? This is like a dome?
It's silo. No, that's a
silo. I thought we had like sci-fi houses. Yeah,
it's a roundhouse. Try finding a sofa for a roundhouse.
Like a kick to the face. This is a cool Brady Bunch house. I love this.
Yeah, that is cool. It is a Brady Bunch
cool.
house. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The garden is super cool.
Yeah, I really like what they did there. That's a pretty view of the town of Dillon there in the evening. Never seen it from perspective. So yeah, nice big lot there. You know, very usable. Let's get a little outbuilding, a little garden shed or something there. You got your ski lift outside. Everybody's got to have their ski lift.
There's a ski lift next to this?
Ski lift chair. So that's the thing when they retire.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, when they retire old ski lifts up here, people can usually buy a chair. Like I have one.
You do?
Yeah.
That's cool. We should put it in this room so it's part of the street.
I know. I should be sitting in a lift chair.
You should be just uncomfortable.
It's kind of tall, though. I don't think it would work with my ceiling height.
Nice kitchen.
Yeah, nice open floor plan. It's got the split level, so that doesn't work for everybody having split levels, but I think that this, it's got a nice open floor plan. Nice living area.
This is a nice place.
Get your Longhorn.
Laundry room, upstairs deck.
Yeah.
I think this is like a
And
second
the
master.
desire to live in town is just, pretty high for a lot of folks.
Mm-hmm.
So I could definitely see for like Janelle and I, when we, don't have all these kids in the house and we don't need the space, downsizing and going to a place like this just in town would be nice.
Yeah.
Nicely landscaped, nice gardens.
I love how the windows open out too.
Yeah, well, you don't have AC up here, so it's like you need that like little wind scoop,
Your house doesn't have that?
No air conditioning.
Man.
Most people don't have air conditioning here.
Yeah. When I hear people tell me that they don't have air conditioning, I feel like, okay, do you have shoes?
Like, yeah, you don't need it for the most part. I mean, it's a few days here and there where you're like, yeah, it'd be nice, but nope, don't need it.
I get uncomfortable just about anywhere, but I think it's just because everything is a 40-degree difference versus outside versus inside.
Gosh, that's air conditioning actually drives me nuts when I go places. I'm freezing.
Yeah, that's a problem out here for sure.
Yeah, you got to bring a sweatshirt with you, and it's like 100 degrees.
Yeah, well, that's all the houses I had.
Oh, I got one more in there.
You do?
So this one was one that we toured today.
Oh.
So if you go, oh shoot, that link didn't really work, did it?
No. Do we have another one?
In the MLS check, there's a link that you could copy.
Oh, let me go back over here. I see it.
The link didn't go active.
All right. We have one more. Here it is for $4,250,000, 393 CR in Breckenridge.
I wanted to go share this one because I went and toured this one today. And
okay.
So cool. I love this house.
What are these? Is this just roads?
They're just roads that kind of meander. Just to get you at the house. So yeah, you can't even, the house wasn't even there in this Google Earth video. So vacant lot, but you got the Peak 8 ski area right across the valley from you, so that's going to create epic views there of the ski area. Just quick shot down into town. It's a great location for that access.
Man.
But a real modern house. It was built in 2022, so it's a new house, nice big driveway, huge garage, but just a very fun modern feature. I love that overhang entryway there, big overhang that you got coming out there. It's got some fun lines on it.
Yeah, this is neat.
Yeah,
is this like stone?
Yeah, all the stone. Yeah, tons of stone. Check out that rock wall behind it. Yeah, the huge rock wall.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's a feat of engineering right there.
Yeah.
So here's your ski area views looking across Peak 7 and 8 right there.
Wow.
Yeah, huge views.
Look at that. You don't even need a TV.
All you don't even need artwork. That is just your tapestry. So
beautiful kitchen. Look at those rocks right out the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That rock wall is impressive. So
big. Is it just span across the whole front?
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
It's got this big, huge deck all the way across the front. Just endless views.
Hey, this is the second time I'm seeing these chairlifts at people's houses.
There must have been a chairlift sale.
Recently decommissioned chairs.
Yeah.
Good looking space. Look at all those wrapped windows. There's just nonstop windows in here.
Yeah. Keep those window cleaners in business. Yeah, it's got kind of a shed style roof, so real simple lines, which I really like that. Tall ceilings. You got the nice subway tile backsplash, white cabinets.
These cabinets look incredible.
Yeah, bring in some natural wood grains just to kind of soften things up.
Yeah. The appliances in here, this is like a funny, like almost, I don't know if it's the light or if it's almost gold, but over here it's like that, and then over here it's
yeah.
like that,
I
and
never-
then this guy too.
I didn't pay attention when I went to that side of the kitchen. They might be gold. They got an infection, one of those, is it an infection stovetop on there?
An infection stovetop.
Infection, induction. Not in- I'm thinking
I like
convection.
infection. I thought that was fun.
That's a new stove, and cross between an invection and a convection.
What size human being goes through this door?
Lurch, you
Lurch.
rag.
And then a big fat guy over here.
It is the fridge. Yeah.
Oh wow, look at this slider here. It's
Like this
metal?
cool kind of artistic steel door. That's fun.
cool.
Yeah, some really fun touches in this.
Look at that wall, that big herringbone wall.
That is a window too, like looking out towards like your mountains, like framed in there in the view of the window.
Man,
Take
how
a-
cool
taking a
is this
shower,
bathroom?
singing and looking at that view.
Yeah.
It looks like a piece of art on the wall, but it's actually just the view.
It looks like you could break dance in the shower. How big it is.
I know. I eat a little small for the worm. Doing the worm.
You just wear a helmet.
Sorry.
Watch out for the drain.
Clarify.
There we go. It's got an office. It's got everything.
Yeah, that's a cool toilet too. It's got like a bidet style toilet. Very
It's like
cool.
a fax machine combo.
Yeah.
Man, I love the way they did everything in here.
So it's 4,130 square feet, 4-bed, 5-bath.
That is enormous.
Yeah, listed at a little over 1,000 square foot. So views like this though, and finishes like this, it seems pretty reasonable actually.
Yeah. This is really, really well done.
Yeah, with the shelves with the lights under them. Gives me some great ideas, things I'd love to do.
Yeah, the lighting fixtures are very unique in this house.
Yeah, they're super fun.
Yeah. Cool mudroom. Another laundry room with a
Yeah, because
fridge
it
in
had one. Where was the? They had. This is the second laundry room, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the second laundry room with a
Yeah,
fridge.
Stairs with laundry baskets. Come on. Look at that. Big 3-car garage, tall ceiling.
More storage up there at the top too.
Make it a loft.
What a cool house.
Yeah, that is really sweet. That's my style of house. That looks like fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
There he is.
Cool. Your little swing. Little
Do
porch
they swing?
Swing.
I like the look of this. They did a really good job.
Yeah, so that's 339 County Road 452, Breckenridge, Colorado.
What a cool house. It's got an elevator, Matt.
I didn't even ride the elevator. She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me there was an elevator.
Just keeping secrets. That was a really cool listing.
Awesome. Well, that's all we have today. So thanks so much, Benji. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Really appreciate your time and being here and watching the Ski Summit Real Estate Show. Hope to see you in the mountains soon. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you don't mind. Either way, we really appreciate you being here. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Take care.